Hello and welcome back to Lego City Undercover. This is Bio Enchanted, and today we're going to be doing the next two levels, the prison and the mine. I'm doing these now because the mine has something I want and the prison comes before it chronologically, so I figured I might as well do the levels in some kind of an order. And why not the order we did them in the first one through. So here we are, approaching the prison. So we're sticking to this first floor first instead of skipping ahead because there's actually something we can do here that we couldn't do before. And these at least seem to behave much better than the other fire traps we've had to deal with in the levels as the firefighter, because the controls of this guy have been a pain for a good chunk of this LP now. Come on. There. I also really like the music down here, it's a really good music in the prison level. There's quite a lot of stuff that we didn't get in the prison, so and there's an entire floor that we didn't get to see as well, so we could look forward to that in this level. There's a large chunk of this level that we didn't actually get anywhere near seeing, unlike the previous level, so it's going to be fairly interesting to replay because of that. I just really like picking up the scraps of those and seeing them just kind of filling in as the game progresses. For the ones you've got, like a few of them, but not all of them. It's really satisfying watching it fill in like a jigsaw puzzle. This is just me making sure of a few things. There you are. Cheeky bastard.
Good work. So, is there any way I can help you, officer?
Yeah. I need to check a prisoner's cell for something. He's called Blue?
Blue? He's been here almost as long as me. Always sees I get some of that cake his mom bakes him. It kinda tastes funny. There you go. I'm off for a nap. Need to stay alert. That's why I have at least 4 a day.
I am really regretting.
I quite like what it does when you already have them. It just gives you a huge amount of studs, so it makes it really easy to get the to fill the Lego City Hero meter in these levels, even though it's already full.
Okay, I gotta be quick. There are guards near me. Now, once you've got the equipment, you need to get into the warden's office.
What?
It's the only way to Rex's cell. Wait. Shh.
Yep, that's Blue. He's the one that talks to pastries.
Okay. Now go.
So once we get up to the next floor,
the right side of the 3rd story, and you better hope the
we have a lot more we can check out.
I'm gonna get you back for this, policeman.
Because as we're climbing the prison, we'll see a lot more objects that we can interact with that we didn't bother with before because we couldn't get to all of them.
Good thing these bars are between you and me.
You probably noticed a few of them on the first way through, especially for those of you who played the game before and know what the collectibles are.
Ah, come on! I'm gonna miss my stories on the TV.
Just refreshing remembering what everything is in this part of the level. Just take care of this. It's a little busy work to take care of so we can actually move on.
Come on, give a guy a second chance.
My lawyer will hear about this.
I should have stayed in school. I ain't a bad person, really. Come on, I'll prove it.
Here's something we can deal with now. Firefighter time. And as we go higher and higher, we'll have more and more stuff that we can do now. There we go, breaking these little boxes of what look like contraband. Because you have little goblets and stuff as well as little, I think it must be like gold pieces and stuff. 4 of those, of course, gives you a shield. That's our final shield for this level. So that's exciting. And then of course in the next half of the level we'll have a lot more stuff we can get there as well. But we'll get to that when we get to it, so for now let's continue exploring, going up to the next level of the prison, and seeing just how much more stuff we can do up there. Something like an inverted pyramid where like each level has more and more stuff that we can do that we couldn't do before.
Better than solitary.
So eventually we get to the level that's just the entire floor that we couldn't get to before. It's a neat way of kind of escalating the level in the replay. Keeps it interesting. And there you are.
Chase, this is
We needed
really
the construction
important.
site
What
for
is it?
this.
So, do you think Ellie likes me or not?
Frank! I'm at the prison, remember? Trying to find out how Rex escaped.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I think she does.
Sweet!
Of course, so before we actually go up there, we'll go up there now, actually. We'll open the doors, but it won't fix the elevator. It's pretty beyond repair. But we can at least climb the chain, because we're a tough cop. We're pretty strong and tough. So finally, we're up at the top level of the prison. I'm quite excited because it's actually got quite a few unique assets over on the right that we'll see when we get to them. But for now, we need the firefighters to get anything done. And we can also, as you can see there, use the astronaut to get up here as well. But I didn't notice that hole until just now, when I was actually recording, of course. But yeah. That was another way to get up there as well. You need either the astronaut or the construction worker to get up to this level, it looks like. Unless it's just a shortcut back down. Don't know if the astronaut goes high enough, I haven't tried it. But there we are. We've completed the shield for this level now. I quite like this kitchen on the right. It's a very interesting set of unique assets for the level, including all these like the burgers and everything like that don't actually appear anywhere else in the game as well. There's a lot of very unique assets, even includes bringing that cake over there as well. I think it's what it's meant to be. The big red and white and beige thing. It looks kind of cakey, although a little primitive. Because it's made of cubes, so it's made of primitives. Get it? And we find a key in the oven. How did it get... Oh no, not a key, I'm an idiot. Dynamite in the oven, which is an even stupider idea. Maybe they were trying to do something with that. But here we are. And now that's everything on this level, so let's move on to the next section of the level and see what else we can do in the Warden's office. So I'll see you over there. Once I've debated whether I should just jump down, I was like, nah, that might be a mistake. Might have to go all the way back up again, so just slide down the chain like normal. And just follow the usual route through these walls. I feel kind of bad about this though, because they only just rebuilt these walls after we went through the first time. Like, I think they're just watching the cameras back again, just going, this again. I'm going to get like a bunch of bills to the police department for this one. No one's getting their mail today, I guess. Whoops. So here we are, let's get to the Warden's office and finally continue from there. The only thing is, these interstitial cutscenes, even the ones that move the camera like this one does, can't be skipped. Which is a real pain.
Yeah. The warden just went through a door on the other side of his office.
That's his private bathroom. Block the door. The warden has a hidden elevator
something
to
weird
Rex's
happens
cell
here as
block
well.
in his office, but he's not going to let you snoop around for it.
Gotcha. Ha! He won't get out of there in a hurry.
See, it just disappeared. The
Hello?
hobby horse just
Is
vanished.
someone out there? No, I told you. I haven't let anyone look in there. Not even that fool Dunby. I don't want you back here either. No. Of course I didn't call you from a toilet. Gotta go.
I actually have no idea why
Who is
that
that?
Bucking Bronco game disappears like that. It's very strange. Because normally, at least with the shields, you can just get the criteria done
What are you
again.
doing?
And just
Are
get
you
a
looking in
purple
my safe?
brick instead. Oh, a
Don't
blue
touch
sub
my
instead.
records. They're
So it's
alphabetized.
weird that it actually locks you out of redoing that minigame. It's a very strange thing. No other part of the game really behaves like that. It's very
Never
weird.
let me messing with my records. Especially not the opera ones. Somebody.
Can skip this cutscene, however, so let's do so. let's see what this leads to as well.
I need fresh air.
Guess he had Mexican food for dinner. That one's pretty much identical to Forrest Whitaker. To the I don't know why I almost said Forrest Whitaker there. To the
What a
Blue.
classic.
That's it. Blue Whitaker was his name, I think. To his character token. It's very similar to that in appearance, so that's kind of disappointing. But over here, we have quite a big thing we didn't see before. And this is the last part of this part of the level as well. Everything else we can get is in here. This little secret room off to the side that you can only get into on the replays. I quite like these little rooms, because some of these levels or areas have these little rooms that you can go into that have just a few little concentrated challenges that are fairly interesting to do. And of course it brings back the fun music, so I'm all on board for that. Let's blow up this sink. Vehicle tokens. I was wondering where these were. Well, you were. I don't even know where these were. It's just a matter of waiting until I had the right outfit and the right timing for it. Yeah, that vehicle token's looking pretty hot inside the actual furnace, so let's see how we can get to that one now that we've taken care of our buddies. This I just kind of got a bit lost because I'm a bit of an idiot. I didn't see where I was supposed to go until just about now, I think. So I'm just kind of sweeping all over the place with this thing right now. I think I'll work it out fairly sharpish. Whoops! If I didn't do that. There we are, let's try this again. There we go. And then I notice the switch. Boom. Puzzle solved. I quite like this whole little set piece. It's small but sweet. It's got some interesting unique assets that I quite like as well. It's a neat little sort of staging area for the prison that I quite like. But now we have everything in the prison. So let's return to Lego City, and then once we've tallied up all our stuff, we can go for the mine. And there we go, we've broken 140 now. We're getting quite a lot of these gold bricks a lot quicker now, that we're just going straight for the bricks now. And don't have hours of story between them. So, first of all though, there's something else I wanted to do at the prison on the way down. Something that I only kept in the recording because I just kind of figured I'll just do it on the way, so I kept this in. While screwing up the buttons again. Because A, I missed this when I was first in the prison, which I wanted to get beforehand but I'd forgotten to. And now we also have that little blue box I want to take care of because that was kind of bugging me. Having almost all of those but not quite, and that's just mean. Don't invisible wall that, I could have made that. But yeah, we're just going to go for that one thing in this area before we go for the actual official roundup, because I just want to get these blue boxes out the way. Because I actually didn't know which ones I hadn't done yet, and this is just a way of keeping on top of getting these done. Because I'm getting lost looking for them. There we go. And also it means we end up with a rather nice, I believe, an even number, if not a round one anyway, for after the next level. So, this is just me finding the mining area, because it's all the way on the other side of the map. And finally I've found it, so let's go there, and sweep through that area, getting all the rest of the stuff there. This level's a bit longer, of course, but that's because we have more to do here. Or at least it's more spread out. I quite like some of the little areas in the mine as well. It's a, as you can see, we have a bit of a recurring theme here. There's always, in a lot of these levels, there's like 5 of those to extinguish. So let's take care of that, while also taking care of a few other things that are fairly obvious. Finally, we can activate this and drain the channel. And with that, we can also break into that little manhole. So let us do so. Come on, Rex. One thing I quite like to think is these kind of sequences as well, when you're playing the post-game stuff in these games, is what the villain must be thinking after being press gagged into chase his buddy brigade. I like to think they're actually 2 separate characters in this situation, where it's just like, oh great, I'm still working with these good 2 shoes. Rex, I need you to steal that car. What? It's just a really funny kind of idea to me, that. The fact that Rex is suddenly bewildered at suddenly being a criminal for hire for the nicest cop in the history of the city. It's like it must be a really weird thing for him. Especially after they fought each other in space. To now be buddy cops with him.
Pete should have been more careful in that unstable tunnel.
So, first of all, we can now get across here. Where all this electricity was causing problems before. So let's turn off the electricity, for starters, to make it easier to navigate the area in general. And fix this. Of course, we could easily skip this. You can see what we're about to activate here, and there's no reason to because we have the thing. The super color gun, but again, I want to show where all of these colors are as much as I can anyway. For the same reason I like showing up all the official routes that the game wants you to take instead of breaking them all with the astronaut as well. Because while it's kind of fun to break them all with the astronaut, it's equally fun to find where the game wants you to go. For me it is anyway. It's its own little puzzle to solve, and I quite like solving puzzles. Just call me Professor Layton. There we go. That's been teasing us for a while, that. I don't know where that elevator would go to, but there we go. I really like the chill music in here as well. The music in this game is very strong, as you heard me gush about during the finale of the actual story.
I'm gonna spend my bonus on going one of those health spas, get pampered.
Yeah, this is one of those levels where you kind of have to resolve the puzzles because we need to get up here anyway to get some stuff that we need.
You ain't kidding. Not on our wages.
Because we need to come up this way anyway to get the elevator sorted out, so I figured I might as well come all the way around here instead of just to finish the circuit, kind of, because it feels more satisfying than just abandoning it halfway through. Which is why I came all this way. So also, again, I want to make sure I have all the tokens and stuff in this next playthrough, so I want to make sure I don't accidentally overlook something stupid. Because that's very easy to do in this game. Is to not realise, ooh, oh, there was a thing up there that I didn't get. So that's why I go to every single place in these replays, so that I can make sure, unless I know exactly where it is, that the things I've missed, I can get.
That silver block is jammed in so tight, it'll need
Finally, there we go.
out of there. Hey,
Now we can fix the crane and get to the next area. And then we can just kind of skip straight through that next area and get to the really juicy parts of this level that we've missed. And it's slightly kind of space out the stuff you can't quite get yet. It makes it feel more satisfying to replay a level as opposed to, oh, I have to go all these screens for nothing. So at least in this first screen there was stuff to get that we couldn't have gotten before. So it feels like the replay isn't completely pointless in that way. The screen 2, we're just pretty much going to beat up the guys and go straight for the explosives, because there's nothing in his room at all. It's just a tutorial for the pit diving thing.
Oh, good.
We've already got the
Welcoming
only thing we
party.
ever get from pit diving things as well, with the chase, with the keep getting those names mixed up for some stupid reason. The Rex Fury capture token. And yeah, nice around 30 million at the moment. That's always fun to have when it comes to stunts, because it means we are hilariously overdone.
Hey! Whoa! Okay, hit taken.
So let's get this taken care of.
I wasn't ready!
It's kind of a shame it doesn't have different things to say based on how long you take to do it, so it would have been kind of amusing to do that. So I'd record like different lines so if you tried to psych yourself up, that kind of thing. But then again, a lot of people probably wouldn't hear those lines because a lot of people wouldn't wait around for that kind of dialogue. And here's me really being bad at these. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Why was that
There we go.
there? You know,
Good question.
after a while, you kind of get
Oops.
used to the terror.
Dude, you've fallen from space at this point, Chase. It doesn't really matter anymore, surely. Falling what, a good 300 feet? That's nothing. Actually, probably a few miles, but yeah.
Am I glad I
We've
remembered
fallen
to
further.
pack my parachute today? Although, some spare pants would have been handy too.
Unfortunately, we can't really skip this. We can't really cut the parachute early or anything like that, so we have to just let it take its time and get us down there. And finally get us to the juicy parts, which is
You do know there's an
one of the things I enjoy about the replays as well, is now that we have the double bricks ability, we're going to have a hilarious amount of bricks playing in this level, and it's only going to get more and more ridiculous. Because of course, we could just build this now. We have enough bricks, that's easily done. But there is other stuff to get in this room. So let's prepare for our ascent again. And this time we'll handle it with an obscene amount of blocks. And that's always fun. I always like having obscenely high numbers in these kind of games. It just kind of feels satisfying to me. I'm the kind of guy who does grind in RPGs. When I can be bothered to, of course. I don't grind to like max level in the reactor, for
mister.
example, in
I'm
Final
about
Fantasy
to
7, that would be
wake you up.
ridiculous. But you know, I grind it enough to make parts of the game easier that I'm having trouble with if I'm having trouble with
he
them,
is a
and I don't
deep
have good
sleeper.
materials to work with. You know, I'm better at games, so I need to do that a bit less now, but yeah. I still do it when I need to. I'm not proud. Whoop, that exploded. But yeah, this is where things are going to get a bit disgusting when it comes to the amount of bricks you end up getting. Because 2,000 at the moment is not much, but we're about to get much. We're going to get so much. If he can stop surfing on the blocks we need to build with. Rex, come on. I know you're a villain trying to be cool and all, but that's not appropriate right now.
Uh-oh.
Not the time.
More friendly faces.
I wonder how Rex's goons feel about being beaten up by their own boss. It's probably happened to them before. He doesn't seem like a particularly good boss, so... But yeah, there we go. 82,000 bricks. Come on. There we are. And here is why we need to go through this entire room again.
Well, next
These
time
yellow
I get urged
things.
to ride around in mine carts, I should check the foreman isn't watching first. I can't believe I have to work a double shift now.
There we go. 5 of these, which we couldn't get to all of, because some of them are in a super secret area in this level, that we'll see in a few minutes when we get through this part. That was just embarrassing. The slow-mo was way less impressive like that. But yeah, we couldn't get all of those yellow things, which is why I didn't bother with them before, but now we can, so let's do so. Just yellow crystal things, of course.
I'm sure the foreman was just messing with me when he said this part of the mine was haunted. Yeah. Whew. What just touched me?
I kind of like the torches. They're a mechanic that barely gets used. They kind of just stop existing after the dojo. You literally only use them 3 times in the entire game.
Yeah. This is
And the amount of times you use them is like, more, I guess 5, maybe 7 at the most. But even then, it's in like these next 2, this level and the next level, it's pretty much anemic. Which is a shame, because I think the torches could have had a bit more use in them, but then again, they were kind of a nothing mechanic anyway. They were kind of pointless in the long run. That ledge hasn't got anything exciting. We've already rescued the canaries, so they can rot in here. The miners need them more than we do anyway. We've already got their thing. Sorry, canaries. I know it sounds heartless, but there's no use to bring you, so bye. Come on. Stop getting caught on the wall. There we are. It's always annoying as well with these kind of games, is when you can't quite tell where the environment is concaving around to. Concaving, you know what I meant.
I spent all day breaking rocks and lugging boulders about. When I get home, I should be allowed to put my feet up.
So out of 60,000, how many do we actually need? Now that we have 100,000.
Probably got enough bricks to use that super build now.
Hey, good word, man. Not that I'm gonna get in it. Those things ain't safe.
Oh, only 20,000. We were way over.
You have a good trip, though. I'm sure you'll be fine.
And yeah, you might be able to guess where the secret area is, because there's a large amount of very conspicuously conspicuous camera work in this sequence that basically exists to hide it. Which I thought was kind of clever when I realised where I was meant to go for this.
Legs, check.
So let's take care of these last few yellow things now. Check. Well, coming up to the last few, there's one more that we can't. That is in the secret area, of course. We've got a jetpack, mate. We have no chance anymore. These platforming areas are barely even
more bad guys.
Anything anymore.
I must be getting close to Stinky.
We can just skip a lot of these puzzles now. So be trying to be clever, but failing. Invisible walls everywhere. There we go, that was a clipping wall though, so that's nice of them.
Here's an idea, Chase. Maybe don't fall in that terrifying grinder machine?
At this point, Chase, you've been through worse. I know canonically that he hasn't actually done this yet in the replays, it's going back in time kind of, but yeah, it's funny to imagine that it is an aftermath thing. For me at least. I like to imagine he's just really whiny at this point. Like, he's just been through a lot, he's tired. He's got so much more shit to do, and it's just like, come on. Is literally no one else doing their jobs? Why can't the police chief be putting out the little barbecue fires, and why can't the police be catching the robbers? This is why I named the third title what I did, because it really does feel like you're doing everyone's jobs for them, which is kind of funny, and fairly fitting for a LEGO game, but there's little elements of, come on, really? You can't do anything? No one else can use explosives? Effectively, I mean. So let's also break through this, which really is only home to a purple brick, which brick stud. Which feels kind of wasteful, but here I'm looking for something that I kind of forgot where it was because I'm an idiot. But then I think I kind of realised it fairly shortly where I meant to actually go here. I realised, of course, it's not on this level, it's on the next one up. There we are, the chicken glide. So now we can go to the left, to an area that we couldn't even see before. But it's fairly sizable. Well, that girder is stupid. That's a dumb girder, I don't like that girder, it's dumb. There we are. It's a Donkey Kong homage. Ain't that cute?
I hope there isn't
A very
giant
easy Donkey
ape
Kong
at the
homage,
top
but
of this
everything about
thing.
this game is fairly easy, so that's nice. Yeah, that was because that line was kind of unnecessary. It felt kind of like just going, get it, do you get it? Do you get the joke we're making? It's like, yes, we get the joke you're making. It's a fairly obvious joke. I mean, sure, the children may have needed explaining to them, but even then, just saying that wouldn't be enough for the child to understand the joke. Unless they play Donkey Kong themselves. And yeah, that's what I wanted to get from here for the rest of the environmental puzzles in the actual world of the Lego City. Because now, outside of levels, we can actually pull out dynamite whenever the heck we want. Which makes things much more streamlined, because now we no longer have to use the vending machines, ever. So now we no longer ever need those vending machines ever again, so we can completely ignore all the mini-malls. And that's nice. So let's complete our little count up. And I'll see you next time, after we've gone back to the thing, when we do the next set of areas. Goodbye.